Hey, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing today? Rick here with Hit and Run Candlesticks. Today's Friday, October 23rd, 2020. Okay, so here we are, end of the week. So far, I've lived with my plan of only being in 4 positions at a time, just to limit risk going into the election. All right, let's take a look at the SPY. I did buy one yesterday. That made me my 4th. But we'll take a look at what I bought and sold. Actually did quite well yesterday. We'll take a look at that here in just a minute. So last night, if you were part of my Facebook, if you're part of my Twitter, if you're on my LinkedIn, if you're on any of those, then you received a tweet, a LinkedIn, or whatever you call that, or a Facebook post. If you're on any one of those, then you saw that I posted over 349 on the SPY. I would suspect we're able to challenge the 353 or the, just simply the October high here, followed by the September high. Yesterday ended up pretty good. After the market closed, I looked at the chart and looked at it and sure wasn't very happy. Now, we've remained bullish, no short trades, because the market is not short. Even as bad as yesterday or the day before or the day before that was, market's not short yet. And yesterday we came in and tagged the 34 EMA here, closed back up over the Trendicator, the green dots, and we closed over the T-line here. This put us inside the 3/8 trap. Now, there's nothing going to happen bullishly unless you get follow through, so that's we've got to have that. But I do think that if we get the follow through, if the bulls are able to pull themselves up a little bit, and if they could manage to get over 349 here on the SPY, I would suspect the October highs are tagged, and really I think we're headed for the September highs. Of course, it's all based on bullish activity, no bad news coming in and just nailing us to the downside. So we've remained bullish, extremely cautious, and have traded very, very light with this positive move here. If we get that positive move, I'll step up the game a little bit. Looks like we're opening up a little higher, a little bit of a gap over yesterday's candle, which is Thursday. Looks like we're still inside the trap area. So what we want to see is continued bullishness. Now, we may not get over 349 today. It may take something into next week to do that. I just think once we do, then we'll pop up. Of course, if we start to fail yesterday's low, basically the 34 EMA, we could drop down and test into the 333, 332 area down here. So take a look, watch the charts, stay on your toes. All right, let's take a look what we traded, what new stocks I might be looking at. Let's start with HUN, H-U-N. HUN has a Morningstar type candle. This candle here is not quite Morningstar material. 2-day chart, we've got a nice Fig Newton right in here on a 2-day chart. That's pretty nice. So, yeah, I didn't even notice that earlier. Okay, so what I did is I bought some HUN yesterday. Let's see, I bought the January 23 strike, and we ended up closing up almost 8%, 7.9, costed $2.85 on it. Kind of questioning exactly where we're going to open up here. But if we can put together a breakout, then we should make some pretty good money on HUN. Overall, the chart looks terrific. Nice little cup in here, and then we've got a little handle working in here. It is going to be all about that breakout, though. Let's see, what else did we do yesterday? I added to my NIO. NIO was dipping down a little bit, and I added to my NIO a little bit. Looks like we're going to open up down a little bit low in the wick area. Maybe even, we might even trickle a little further down. That's possible. So what I'm looking for is just to gain its composure and move back up, creating that J-hook continuation pattern, and then move into that 33 area plus. Let's see, another chart we did. We bought Walgreens. There we go. We bought some Walgreens here. This is a rounded bottom breakout. You can see it alerting at the top of my TC2000 screen here. Nice little pop to the upside, moving sideways. We are above the 50-period moving average. This is what the RBB chart looks like right here with that 50 symbol on there. So I bought a little bit of this Walgreens, anticipating a breakout. Of course, you know, once it breaks out, that becomes another buy up there. So we'll take a look at that as another buy here. And then once it breaks out, I'm looking for the dotted deuce to get tagged. That's my typical target when we have that rounded bottom breakout. I'll adjust a little bit for price action, so you can see right in here. I'll drop it down just a little bit, so slightly below the dotted deuce, and that gives us a nice little target. Once we close over that, then the 200 period moving average becomes a target here. And on WBA, we bought the January contract, 35 strike. We have a cost of $3.90 on it, on this WBA. Stop around this 3680 area. I'm going to go back over to this chart. There we go. Stop around 3680. So I'm just taking account these lows right in here. And, you know, if somebody wanted to come down here 36, 66, 65, that would be perfectly fine. I'm just going to move mine up just a little bit, 36.80. That seems kind of fair. As long as we, you know, move up. Once we start moving up, then I'll raise that stop up just a little bit. Okay, what else did we do? We closed, oh yeah, we closed our Ford, which, you know, in hindsight, everybody says, man, I wish I didn't close it. Here it looks like it's gapping up this morning. But the Road to Wealth account, I try to live with the Road to Wealth account rules as much as possible. I say as much as possible because I just don't believe anybody actually sticks with the rules 100%. I just don't believe it. And I sure as hell don't. So, and I don't mind saying that either. We closed out Ford yesterday. Well, let's see. Yeah, Ford, about almost 30.5%. I think that was pretty good. Road to Wealth is all about taking money into strength, you know, with no idea how today was going to end up. I think that was the smart move for me and the Road to Wealth account. It grew the account. That's what we want. You know, our goal is to double the account, and we're on our way to do that. Double it in 12 months. And we're well on our way to doing that. The stock has popped up 3 days here with the gap. I'm very comfortable taking my 30%. Those that are still in it, congratulations. Man, looks like we're gapping up a little bit. We're taking that $8.30 area here. Maybe we consolidate and move on up higher. Again, congratulations to everybody that's still in it, and congratulations to those that took some profits as well. One other thing we did here is on our CGC, that's acting really good. Looks like we're opening up in the upper wick area. I'm good with that. I'm still looking for 2170 up here. Get a little closer to it anyhow. Now, yesterday I did sell half for 49%. Again, sticking with those Road to Wealth rules and doubling the account. So we did sell half for 49%. Still holding half. And there's an excellent chance I sell it today. I don't really want to hold too much over the weekend. I don't want that risk, so I may be closing things out like this. I'll know more toward the end of the day. Okay, let's take a look at some trade ideas today. I want to thank everybody that's hanging in there with me. I want to say thank you for those that watch the videos. Remember, if you have questions about a chart, please post them in the YouTube channel here. If you below the video, if you go down, you can leave a comment. Please leave a comment if you have a question about a chart. I'll see what I can do about answering it for you. And of course, anything about the chart I use, I'll try to do that. Okay, so Disney, we actually had Disney on the watch list yesterday as well. Now, yesterday popped up over that 126.65 area, and we closed pretty nice over here. On Disney, we have a morning star signal here with follow through. I still think Disney's looking pretty good. I still think Disney is a trade here. I am not in it, but I may look to be in it. I would watch that 131.30 area here, followed by up here at 136, 137. Another chart is, well, I already told you about this one, WBA. We are long this, got long yesterday. Inside this area, the trap area, that's between the T-line and the 3 EMA, there's the trap. I believe that's a buy. I also believe it's a buy on a breakout. It is possible I add to the position. So we break out, we do a little consolidation, a little test in here. If it can prove that it can actually hold, then we'll look to be a buyer adding to it possibly. So that's a WBA Walgreens. All right, let's talk about Gilead here. So Gilead's getting, you don't see too many charts like this that I post. Gilead is posting a gap, had a little bit of news last night, posting a little gap right here. So what I'm looking for is actually Gilead to close over this $65 high, and let's put a buy box in here like that. Okay. So I'm not interested in trading it today, really. What I'm interested in to see if it actually has some legs to it and can climb higher. Climbs higher and breaks out of that 65. Let's see if we can find an entry somewhere in this area here. So it would be something like that. So we run up, we rest, break through, we rest, we test that 65 area. That may be the entry that I'm looking for. With Gilead up, there also may be a few other pharma stocks that are moving up, and we'll be watching those today. SSCHW, Schwab here. Schwab, this is a nice little trending chart, nice little breakout here, and we started running up. Great finish yesterday. Looks kind of like to me like this maybe headed back up, and I'm going to go with 43 first, and then we may challenge this top over here. Let's take a look at the weekly chart, and you can see the weekly chart. It's, we get up into here, then all of a sudden we might be able to test up into the $51 range. So we might want to keep an eye on this. This could be a good trading chart going forward. I know a few members in the Hit and Run Candlesticks trading room, and a few of our trial members as well, were able to pick this up. So congratulations, folks. Right now it looks great. It looks like we're opening up at the very top end of yesterday's candle. So excellent, excellent. Well done on that. I believe one of our members, Malcolm, actually started us out on this. I saw his post that he bought it, and then I saw a post that a few other people bought it. So that's looking pretty good there. A little bit of Schwab. If I had to put a stop on, I don't think I would want it to go back below 38.75. So let's just make that red there. I wouldn't want it to go back below there, because if it did, we get into that testing of the of the trend indicator, testing of the 34 maybe, testing of these lows. I don't think we want to do that. Okay, so is also on the watch list here, I believe yesterday. And what I really like about So here, if you're not in it, that's okay. If you are in it, congratulations. What I'm really liking is the fact we are right at a breakout corner, man. This thing is just getting ready to. So that's what I like about it. Let's go to a three-day chart just so you can see more of the chart. You can see we're up, nice little J hook. Here we are testing these tops. What is this? June, and then over here April. So April, June tops. We break out, and let's put the buy box in here, right there. We might want to look for an entry, and then we'll look for a 68.30 for a target of 10 to 11%. Big time congratulations to those that are in it. I know that a few of our members are in it. So well done. Notice one of my favorite scans here lately, and I can't believe I hadn't really thought of this later. We're just using the trap concept. I put it on the live trading alert scanner, created the scan on that, so I'm alerted. And we're looking for a couple of things, 2 different scans I'm working with. And that is where, you of course have a trend up and a pullback, and you have a candle that's in the trap yesterday, and then it alerts when today's making a 2-day high. So this would have started alerting, here, let's just move this down. This would have started alerting at about $59.29. That would have been an excellent entry yesterday if you did not have it. Well, toward the middle of the day yesterday, I'm thinking about things and just sort of looking at charts. And one of my favorite chart patterns is an inside day. So I thought, hey, I can do that. So I created another one of these alerts where there was a candle yesterday inside the trap and an inside day today, just simply making a new day high. And I think that's going to work out very well too. I'll be talking about that more down the road. So love the scanner, love the way it gets us into these charts and we make money on. WRB has some possibilities, and what I'm looking at here is the fact that we've got this resistance area that has been pretty doggone strong, pretty strong. Well, you can see once we break out, I think there's a pretty good chance we move up here. Now, I think that we probably ought to put a line about right here. Yeah, we'll do it that way. Let's see what a 3-bar chart looks like. There we go. A little cleaner, maybe. I'm actually going to drop this down a little now. Let's split the middle. Let's just say lines up here, they're not absolute targets. We use these just for our path direction. So I'll go with that. So right now, we break out of the 65.90 area. I just almost have to think that has to be up. We break out of the 65.90 area. I'm going to watch for a path to $70. With success over $70, we'll watch for a path to about $79.50 up here on WRB. Quick reminder, now I just noticed that this doesn't have earnings till January. Quick reminder to watch all stocks you're in for earnings. All right, I'm going to start looking at energy again. And I was in XLE, and I had to close it because it just was not working out. Took a small loss on it. That's okay. So now, here's XLE. We put in a pretty doggone nice candle yesterday with a little bit of a volume little goose to it. So what I'm looking for is follow through. I don't know whether I'm interested in buying today or not. I'm just simply interested in buying. And I'd be happy anywhere in this area. You do not have to buy. Just rush in, hurry up, right away. Hurry, buy. You don't have to do that to make money. I'll be more than happy to just sort of let this thing work, calmly walk into it. And, if we're looking for 34 30 up here as a reasonably good path to money, we move up. We look for a buy in the 32 area. That represents 6.5%. I'm perfectly fine with that. If you want to be aggressive and get down here, well, then you're into the 12.5%. Two different traders, two different styles. Hey, if you can make money buying from down low, great. The only thing, this trend has not been broken, and I truly believe the trend needs to be broken. So with a buy in this area and a 34.30 target, once we clear this, now we can come up here and start looking at this decline, and then that's where you make some money at. So my style of trading is not picking bottoms. My style is not trying to get down here and get that bottom. My style is making money and doing it the easy way. And we have found that if you simply wait for it to break out over this nasty trend that we've got going on here, break over that trend, then what happens is it becomes easier to trade. Like that. True, you do not get those bottom picking things, but I've been trading for 34 years now, and honestly, I can't say I know one individual that is truly successful picking bottoms. If someone's out there, let me know. Let me know. TLRY. Let's keep our eyes on TLRY. This is a good-looking chart. You can see here it's a rounded bottom breakout. You can see it's 3/8 trap. Life is good on this thing. We start to break out here. TLRY, there's a little gap right in here, around 775, and then we run up to about this high here. Now this is a rounded bottom breakout. So let's go look at the rounded bottom breakout chart. You see how we're butting up against the dotted deuce right now? We clear that dotted deuce area. So let's just let's do this one. There we go. Let me change. I had this, whoops. Well, maybe I'll leave it alone right now. So we clear the dotted deuce up here. That gives us a clear path to 74.75, then on up to the 200, or about that $8.75 mark. We clear this high, you're going to get to 200. From where we are now up here, that's a 34% trade. Not that I would trade it and get 34%. I might with options, but we're looking at the stock here. With options, you could get to 34%. But me, I'm looking at selling into strength. What this just shows is I have a path to making money. Let's take a look at UBS. UBS, we've got a little trending chart here, ever so slightly trending. Had a nice breakout yesterday of the 200 period moving average. Again, earnings in January, so we've cleared that. What I would look for now is an inside day. That's what I'd be looking for. A slight breakout maybe. Let's look for that inside day. Let's just shoot for the top up here. And for a stop, hey, if it closed back down below, I'm going to say right now the T line, about 39.12, I would not want to be in this chart. So that would be where my stop is. How about a little AA? Now I believe this was also a trade idea yesterday. How it was butting up against the 50-day simple moving average. This is that blue line right here. Butting up against the 50, you can see we've broken out now. Yesterday, the buy area was this buy box and possibly this buy box once we got up here. Well, we've cleared this one, so let's get this out of the way. Let's just get rid of it. This is still a buy in this area. However, now I think we need to see a little consolidation. Over the 50, let it rest and relax a little bit, and then maybe we see that buy in there. All right, that's the trade ideas. This is Rick with Hit and Run Candlesticks, and I want to thank you very much for watching our video blog here. Remember, you can also find us not only here on YouTube, you can find us on Twitter, you can find us on Facebook, you can find us on LinkedIn. Thank you very much. You guys have a wonderful day and have a great weekend coming up.